name's Andy, and welcome to Musical Stories, Episode 3. This one is entitled Second Place, and it's another in my series of stories about comical musical experiences that happened to me. So if you're a musician, hopefully you can relate, and hope you get some value from it. And so here we go. So the story goes that it was about 1995 or so, and I was going to Siena Heights University, and they were having a talent show, and they even had prize money for the different first, second, and third place. Okay, so you could win $5, $10, or $15. Okay, for a college kid, that was pretty good money back in the day. So anyway, so I thought to myself, well, I'm going to really dazzle at this talent show. I'm going to put together something really special. All right, so I practiced, and so what I did is I got out my Echo. I had a stereo Echo, okay, that was brand new. And so what I decided to do was I borrowed an amp from a friend, and I already had my own amp. So I had two amps, and I had my stereo Echo. And I was studying this music, you know, the fugues by Bach and the Bach inventions and so on. And I thought to myself, well, I'm going to really dazzle the crowd. You know, I'm going to play a note, and it's going to echo out the left speaker, and then it's going to echo out the right speaker. And by the time it echoes out the right speaker, I'm going to move on to the next note, and it's going to be a harmony note with the note that I had originally played. So I had the left speaker set on a 1 second delay, and the right speaker set on a 2 second delay. And so I had this whole elaborate composition that I wrote and worked out, and I really practiced and had everything ready, and I was like, wow, everyone's going to be really impressed at how cool this music is. And so the day of the talent show arrived, and it was in the auditorium. It was the new auditorium with the fancy screen that went up and down, and brand new seats. It was like luxury seating, and it was in a brand new building, and so it was really, I mean, it smelled like brand new carpet, right? It was just like a brand new place for us to get together. And so it only sat like 100 people or so, and the show started at 8 p.m. And of course the building closed at 9, so we all had to be out of there by 9. So there was a limited amount of people that could sign up, and you could only play for 3 minutes, and then that was it. You had to stop because we couldn't go over because the building closed at 9. So anyway, so a couple students get up there. One kid was like, I'm a comedian, and he got up there and he was kind of sheepish, and he told a joke, and no one laughed, and then he just kind of looked at the floor, and he shrugged his shoulders, and he's like, well, I'm not very good at this. Thanks for coming anyway. And everyone clapped politely. You know, he was brave enough to get up there. But he was only on the stage for like 20 seconds, okay? So I don't think he's going to win. And a couple other people got up there to do some random things. There was like some hula hooping and some gymnastics and some dance moves and a few others. And then a girl got up there to play a song on her acoustic guitar. And right from the very first chord that she played, it was horribly out of tune. Okay, it was 95, so I don't know if they had those fancy clip-on tuners like they have today. But anyway, she couldn't get her guitar in tune, even though she had the whole day to get ready for it. She couldn't end up getting out on stage and playing and having the guitar in tune. It was just way out. And so from the very first note, everyone kind of cringed, and I thought to myself, oh no, I have to listen to 3 minutes of horribly out of tune guitar playing. So she sang her song. It was fine. She seemed a little bit self-conscious because I think she knew that it wasn't in tune, but she didn't know how to fix it. Okay, she couldn't figure it out. So the show must go on, so I commend her for performing, and hey, I have a saying, it's like, you lap everybody on the couch when you get up, and even if you make a fool of yourself, you're basically doing better than everybody that stayed home. Okay, so anyway, I commend her for getting up there and having the bravery to show us one of her songs. So good for you. And then it was my turn to get up there, and I got up there and I played my music, and I got the last note, and there was some applause. But then there was a couple other people that sang and played guitar, and some other people played other instruments, and a person read poetry, and it was very interesting to see a variety of all the different kind of things. And so we came up on the end of the night. We were at the end of the list, and there was only 5 minutes left. Okay, it was 8:55. Remember, the building closes at 9. Okay, and so the judges were some faculty members. Okay, it gave it a little bit of legitimacy, I guess. And so the judges said, well, we're going to tally up all the scores, and we got to do it fast. If there's anybody that wants to get up there and perform, there's still 5 minutes left. Otherwise, this is it. So we're just going to add up the scores. And about that time, my friend Damien opens up the door to the auditorium and sticks her head in, and she goes, 5 minutes, folks. And she had her campus security uniform. All right, so she's on duty. She's at work, It's her duty to lock up the building, right, at 9 p.m. So she's walking around the building, making sure everyone's going to leave. And so she, pokes her head in, 5 minutes, everybody. And so the judges, they're trying to tally their scores fast. And someone shouts out, Damien, get up there and sing. We still have 5 minutes. And Damien was a music major. She played violin brilliantly. I played in the string quartet with her. But she sang like Aretha Franklin. She was just great. She had this huge voice and was very expressive and very talented. Never sounded bad. Every note she sang was purely right on. Okay, and so basically she was like, I'm on duty, I'm at work. I don't want to lose my job by appearing on stage at a talent show because I have responsibilities right now. I'm an adult. I have to lock this place up, and everyone else was like, come on, get up there and sing a song, We still have 5 minutes, so get up there and sing a tune. So she walks onto the stage. All right, well, here she is in her campus security uniform. All right, what do you want me to sing? Sing one of your songs. Well, I don't know. I don't have my guitar, or I don't have, my violin, so I would just have to sing a cappella, and I don't know. And someone just shouted out, sing Sweet Child of Mine. And she's like, all right, here it goes. And she just took a huge deep breath, and she proceeded to belt out Sweet Child of Mine from the top, in a way that I can never forget. I was in the front row. I felt like I was going to go deaf. She was blasting. It was really intense. And a completely a cappella version of the song. She did the first verse and the first chorus. And so after about, 45 seconds, she was like, well, that's it, everybody. Okay, you gotta go. I gotta lock this place up. Everybody out. And so the judges were like, all right, well, we're gonna tally our scores. Okay, and we have our winners. And in third place, girl with the out-of-tune guitar, and she got $5. And then second place, Andy Schiller with your cool guitar thing. Good job. And then first place is Damien with Sweet Child of Mine, and the crowd went crazy. And then Damien locked up the building, and we all got kicked out, and we all went home. The end. Okay, so what's the moral of the story? Well, Damien just had enough talent to walk onto a stage and perform a song without any instruments or preparation, and she was way better than a whole crowd of people that had prepared and practiced and rehearsed. And looking back at that, I think to myself, did I practice engaging the crowd? You know, did I talk to the crowd? Did I even look at the crowd, or was I just looking at my pedals and fiddling with my chords? And, you know, did I actually pick someone in the crowd and play the music for them? I guess I could have worked on how to entertain the crowd, how to make them feel like they had a great time. So it's different in classical music. You know, when you go see classical music, a person might come out, play the music, and walk off, and the only thing that speaks is the music. The music speaks for itself. And so you don't have to get to know that person or hear him say anything to you to be intrigued. Pop music and rock music are a little bit different because you engage the crowd, you talk to the audience, you get them involved, you have some feedback back and forth with them, you exchange some energy. And so that's what she did. And it was a no-holds-barred, fully emotional performance. And that's why she won, because she was good at it. And so the rest of us could learn from that. Like, how could I emulate that kind of personality? How can I be excited when I'm up there on the stage? How can I really reach out to people and have them get to know me? Or how can I really entertain this crowd and keep them captivated? It's not something that you go to a practice room and work on with your metronome. It's more of a state of mind. And so I encourage you to videotape yourself play and watch it, or stand in front of a mirror and see how you look and take a look at your physical appearance, you know, when you're playing, and see what kind of mood you can convey just by your body language, just by the way that you hold your hands, or whether or not you smile, or whether you look up or not. So all those kind of things matter. And so now Damien is very successful, and she's been a friend ever since way back in the days of college. In fact, I think I even sold her a guitar that she's still playing. But anyway, she deserved first place by a mile. And I really learned a lot from that experience. It was humbling. And no one will ever sing like her. She has a very unique voice. Okay, so if you've ever had an experience like that, please comment below. Thanks for listening to my musical stories, and I'll see you in episode 4.